It's amazing what great goaltending and good luck can do for you in the win column. Avs win over the Washington Capitals 2-1. Not a lot of goals, but a decent amount of things to talk about in this one. Let's start with Alexander Georgiev. He gives up just one goal in this game that pretty much is not his fault at all, and that's the only thing that goes in. He made multiple huge saves too, including on breakaways, 2-on-1s, and more. This was probably the best performance from Georgiev I've seen in a while, and it's the first game he's truly stolen for the Avs in a very, very long time. That isn't to say he hasn't played other good, great, or even perfect games, but a lot of the time when the Avs get a one-goal performance out of their goalie or a shutout, they end up winning 4-1 or 3-0. They make it easy on both ends of the ice. Tonight, it was not easy for the Avs offense. Georgiev needed to make every single save and help the Avs steal a game, and he did that. Yeah, he got a little bit lucky along the way. Some missed nets and some posts helped him out, but as I said on our post-game show, when you're playing well, you tend to get luckier. So props to Georgiev. This is now 4 or 5 games in a row where he really has played very well. Probably the best stretch of games we've seen in a calendar year from him. And I know the playoffs happened, but go back and look at that Dallas series. Yes, he played well, and yes, the team in front of him struggled, but those numbers don't look that good. Compared to this recent stretch where he's regularly posting in the 900s and often even in the 950 area. This is still a short stretch, still a small sample size of quality hockey, so we're not anywhere near him convincing me he is the man again, but 5 games of good hockey is a whole lot better than 1 game or 0 games of good hockey in a row. With that out of the way, this was a game of 2 halves, not 3 periods. The first half of it, the Avs were pretty bad, if not awful. The second half, the Avs were fantastic. The first period sluggishness is really starting to get old from this team, but it just keeps on happening. They struggle to generate any real offense at all in the first period, and they ultimately fall apart on the defensive side a little bit too often. Georgiev's quality play actually keeps it even through most of the first period, but eventually a crack too big shows in the defense. This play starts with a quality chance for the Avs. I will say Nathan MacKinnon got to the center of the ice and passed it to a tough angle. Lehkonen not able to finish this one. It just continues to be a frustration with MacKinnon that he is not shooting and instead passing up quality opportunities. Anyway, off of the quality chance failed, Washington comes down the ice. This really shouldn't be all that dangerous. It ends up being a dumped-in puck, and I just don't understand. Sam Girard is going in. He does fine here. He's looking to challenge the puck. He's ultimately not going to be able to do effective hockey here. They get tied up with their man. Josh Manson and Jonathan Drouin just haven't communicated at all. Drouin ultimately is going to take the guy to the back post, except for he's not, because he's going to get beat to the back post. And Josh Manson just is nowhere. He floats into empty space. He's not moving his feet, so he's not quick enough to challenge the puck carrier. He doesn't do a particularly good job of staying in the passing lane. And with Jonathan Drouin also sleeping, you now just have a wide open guy at the top of the crease. I don't understand. That's not intelligence. It's not quality hockey. It's not anything. You just have to be more effective, be aware of your surroundings, and use your feet to put yourself in the right positions. Instead, there's a puck in the back of your net. I'm really struggling with Josh Manson's play of late. It's just been rough, and not just around the edges. All around, it's been rough in the defensive zone. He's got to find a way to start tightening down some screws and being more effective in getting the Avs, if not going the right direction, at least stopping the other team from creating quality chances. The Avs don't really have a great replacement for him right now. I do like how the Avs decor is constructed, but Calvin DeHaan can't play on your middle pairing regularly. John Ludwig can't play on your middle pairing regularly. Sam Malinsky can't play a role like Josh Manson does. The Avs don't really have a piece that can realistically replace Manson right now, so he kind of just has to play better, or the Avs have to find a way to put him in a better spot to be more effective. Also, if the Avs could stop getting burned to the back post with their forwards defensively, that would be cool too. That would be the only goal Washington scores, not for lack of opportunity. Again, Georgiev just locked it down. And here's the thing. While the Avs did give up a lot of bad breaks going against them, I hate watching this Washington team play, man. They get a lead and they start playing like they want to try and win the game 1-0. It's incredibly slow and incredibly boring to watch. No offense, Caps fans. Your team is doing pretty well this year, but ugh. The second period started out just incredibly slow. The Avs weren't generating anything, and Washington wasn't generating anything either, but that would change. Washington only gets 3 shots on goal in the second period, where the Avs get 12. That momentum shift kind of came from some broken glass. The curved glass along the benches gets broken and they have to replace it. And it's a 10-minute scenario where somehow they first install the glass upside down and then have to fix it so it becomes a mess. I don't know what it is about the Avs breaking glass at opposing buildings that just causes maximum chaos, but it just seems to happen to this team. I can't explain it. Whatever the reason, it's a bit of a reset on the game, and the Avs rev up the engine and kind of put the pedal to the floor for the rest of this game. It was fun to watch. And quality play is great and all, but oftentimes it's better to be lucky than good. That's what the Avs are on their power play. The Avs do win a power play faceoff, so that's something on this play. I mean, they do score a goal too, but I can't give them a whole lot of credit as they work the perimeter. Ultimately, it's going to get worked around to Mikko's side from in behind the net here. It's a sloppy play from Casey Middlestat, so it creates a battle. A bouncing puck comes out to Jonathan Drouin, who's able to battle it. I guess that's a nice play. There's one real nice play here with Drouin able to get that to Mikko. Mikko is probably looking to go cross ice. McKinnon is pretty deep over here off screen, but instead of it heading to McKinnon, it kicks off a skate and directly into the net. That puck went in the net, so that's fun. You'll certainly take a goal however you can get it, but yeah, you're definitely not patting yourself on the back too much for that one if you're Mikko. And look, this is good. Your top power play unit scored you a goal. That's a good thing. It gets you tied back into this game. Sure, it doesn't have to be pretty. It still matters all the same. I will say, though, that's the only points you get out of your best players, or at least your best forwards, I should say, in this game. Nathan McKinnon did not have a point, so that's a cheap Jonathan Drouin assist and an even cheaper Mikko goal. You probably want more out of your best players, especially at 5-on-5. Thankfully, they didn't need that tonight. So the Avs dominate that portion of the second period, and they come out and they dominate the first portion of the third period too, and they're quickly able to pick up a goal. It's a nice breakout here. The Avs are able to get this puck up and out. I will give Josh Manson some credit. I don't think he's been good, but he does get a good breakout up to Kovalenko here, and Kovalenko, easy work to get that across and get the Avs going quickly up the ice. It's essentially a 3-on-3. Wood is able to get the zone and give it off. Kelly with a nice little touch. Get it to the best guy on the ice, Cale Makar. Good things will happen. Makar's able to work down the boards. He's able to be strong on the puck and get out to space. He's able to stick with this puck. So many times we've seen Avs forwards lose pucks, get pressured, lose that battle along the wall. Makar's too shifty. He's able to get away. And as he comes around the corner, finds a shooting lane, you also have Miles Wood cutting across, looking to screen and or tip the puck, and that's exactly what he does. It ends up being a perfect tip, and the Avs have a lead. Look, the first goal was definitely luck, but I think there's a lot of skill there. Yes, a tip, you kind of need a good bounce, but there's a certain level of skill of at least generally tipping the puck in the correct direction. And it's a quality play from Miles Wood to get to the right area at the right time, allowing Cale Makar to work and be the special player that he is, and then coming in the end to make a quality play, a greasy play, and the one the Avs needed to get a lead. That depth scoring is exactly what the Avs had been missing before they started to get their forward core healthy again, and it makes the difference in this game. It matters a lot, and the Avs are a very good team when they have that difference. And that was the final goal scored in the game. I do think at least up until the 10-minute mark, the Avs still played pretty darn good quality hockey and kept pushing, playing good offense. In the final 10, they did back it off a little bit and Washington started to push back, but they did a quality job of limiting opportunities. The opportunities Washington did get were mostly not that dangerous. And what started out as a pretty gross hockey game outside of your goaltender, by the end of it was tied into a pretty solid hockey game overall. Getting goaltending that bailed you out is a nice change of pace for the Avs, and it feels good to know that that is an option on the table for them. You still can't keep having these first periods the way the Avs have, but they're showing their options. They're showing the depth scoring. They're showing the goaltending. Yeah, the top guys only put up a few points tonight, but you know they'll be back in a game or two doing their thing, giving the Avs another big win. Earlier in the season, it felt like everything needed to go right in a game for the Avs to win. Now it feels like if you get a few pieces going right, that's enough for them to eke one out. It's what they did here. You don't complain about good luck. You take it, you run with it, and you're now 2 games above 500. I think we might finally be seeing the Avs get to that next level. That is the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching. I am Rudo, and, I don't mind these earlier starts.